The Shulchan Aruch says, Tov litain tzedaka kodem tefillah. Before you say Shemona Esrei, it's a good idea to give charity. For that reason, in most minyanim, in most synagogues, there are pushkas, there are boxes in which you can put tzedakah. It's been a minhag amongst the Jews for years and years to have a tzedakah box at home, so that if you have to daven at home, you can put tzedakah into the box at that time. The Mishnah Berurah explains that this is based on a pasuk in Mishli V'ani b'tzedek echezeh panecha. I will see your face, referring to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'tzedek, with righteousness. Uve'ezeh kilot kedoshot nitkan haminhag lateit tzedakah during Kriyat HaTorah, during the reading of the Torah. This is the Mishnah Berurah, and he says it's not such a good idea because you might come to miss out on Kriyat HaTorah and answering the bracha of Baruch Hu et Hashem HaMivorach. In fact, giving tzedakah is not just another mitzvah. It's not just, since you're davening to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, do another mitzvah at the same time. But tzedakah somehow represents, and here there's a long, the Maharal discussed this at great length in the Nativ HaTzedakah, that giving tzedakah indicates that you are not totally involved in the practical side of human existence, but you can share, you can give to the poor, and that quality raises you in the eyes of heaven. And the tefillah that you're about to utter and the bracha, the blessing that you're going to ask for, is more likely to be given to such a person. There is a difference of opinion about whether it's better to give the tzedakah in the morning to a tzedakah box, which will then be dealt with by the gabbai, by whoever is in charge of the tzedakah in the shul, or to give it directly to an ani. As you know, that very often aniyim, the poor, come around to minyan and ask for handouts. Sometimes they actually are disturbing, even though we understand that they need the support, but they're kind of, it's not so helpful when you're trying to say Kriyat Shema or davening Shemona Esrei to have somebody ask you for money. And so there's a difference of opinion. Some say better in an organized way, in a pushka, because then the Gabbai HaTzedakah will be also responsible for making sure that the money goes to its proper venue. And on the other hand, as far as the giving it to an ani is concerned, well, you actually fulfilled the mitzvah. When you put it into a pushka, into a box, you're only kind of halfway in the mitzvah. I mean, you, true, have given up the money, but the money hasn't yet been passed on to the poor person. So both of these things, both of these are important. It's important to give the money away, and it's important that the money should reach its proper venue. It's also important that we should be able to daven without being disturbed. So even though the Shulchan Aruch clearly says, give tzedakah before you say Shemona Esrei, it's then not perfectly clear what the best way to do it might be, and I think it behooves the rabbi who is in charge of the minyan, the particular minyan that we're talking about, to make sure that it is done in the way that is most reasonable for the mitpalalim, for the people who daven in that minyan. If you daven at home, for whatever reason, men or women, it's customary to put some tzedakah into a tzedakah box, a pushka, which is then given out from time to time.